In this week's edition of A Ray of Hope, TVJ's Kean Morgan brings us part one of a two-part feature, The Bittersweet Story of Abigail Smythe.
Big heart, big aspirations. That's one way to describe Abigail Smythe, a young and ambitious go-getter who believes there's nothing under the sun that could stop her from excelling. Not even a rare and progressive heart condition that could send her into cardiac arrest at any minute. Abigail was diagnosed at 19.
When the doctor told me that, hey, you might have the same condition that killed your mother, I got scared. I was stressed. I thought I was going to die when she told me that. I said, wow, my mom died young. She died when she was 39.
A first-year university student at the time, Abigail's diagnosis and frequent doctor visits took a toll on her schooling.
I actually got placed on academic probation at one point. Having a 1.98 GPA wasn't looking good at all.
Nor did her health. Due to the severity of her condition, Abigail immediately did an operation to implant a device.
It's basically a battery that shocks me to regulate my heartbeat when it's beating too fast. And then the battery shocked me for the first time. I had read about it, that it's like a thud to the chest, but I didn't expect that thud to feel like a horse kicking me in the chest. And inside my head it's like an explosion. My ears were kind of blocked for a few days. I couldn't use my left hand for a few days. But at that point, I realized that the battery was doing its job. It was preventing me from going into cardiac arrest.
To date, Abby has done 4 surgeries, the last one a few months ago, after she developed complications. Her scars are both physical and mental.
Every day somebody dies of heart disease. That is very scary. I'm hindered in many ways. I can't be as active as I used to be. I can't run, I can't dance. I can't exercise because exercise speeds up the progression of my disease. Even having sex is a risk, having kids. I'm affected by cell phones, loudspeakers, so I can't even go to an event and say I'm going to VIP area. I've lost relationships because of my heart condition, because I remember one guy telling me that him don't want no sicky woman.
Drawbacks aside, Abigail says she tries to live a fruitful life. But how? In part 2 next week, we'll dig deeper into Abigail's story. You'll hear how she's managing her condition while being a full-time journalist and raising awareness for heart disease. With A Ray of Hope, I'm Kean Morgan.